Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Jared Couture here from Kung Fu Music Lessons. I'll be giving you a little intro on the Red Strap Studies curriculum. So just a little sneak peek of what's going on in the program. Now the Red Strap is the fourth of 9 levels. This is specific to guitar, however, I do teach all instruments, and a lot of the information will be the same for the 4th level of any other instrument. So in Kung Fu Music Lessons, we always do stuff with rhythm, melody, harmony. At the basic level, foundation of musical understanding, but much more, and that's the stuff that would cross over the same, a lot of the info. So this particular level is right after what the beginner levels are. So white strap, yellow strap, orange strap, it's all beginner stuff. All right, so that's the beginner levels. However, if you do that, you're in a really great space for musical understanding. And this curriculum is right like if you were to enter university. So the 4th level here, it kind of makes a big jump up and gets serious. It's like, okay, now you're in university. This is like the first, music theory 1 and 2, for example, out of 3 and 4 in university. A lot of that stuff will be in here, plus some other things. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of show you what it is, right? What are your expectations as a red strap? So here we go. Check it out. First expectation is that this should be completed basically within 6 months, and it can take longer. It could take shorter. If you can do this stuff in 2 months, amazing. But here's what we got going on. So first of the 14 lessons in this curriculum is about music theory puzzles. It's mastering everything in this book. So you have to read the introduction and do the exercises, some basic stuff. And it's all about, basic theory like intervals, circle of fifths, scales, arpeggios, chords, how to spell all of those things. I consider it all musical vocabulary. And we must understand the vocabulary of this language that music is, so we can properly speak and express ourselves easily. That's the idea. So we master these things, really master them. So lesson number 2, learn about the intervals, diatonic, chromatic, play them on the guitar. There's many ways to play them on the guitar, and I have a ton of different examples that you have to play through and at least be solid on one. So it's not just like play, just a major third from here to here. It's like, okay, let's do a sequence of all major thirds all across the guitar, all minor thirds, all the intervals. So that's just some basics. We do ear training basics, so lesson number 3, intervals. But the cool thing about the Kung Fu Music program is I do all of my ear training with color and emotion, along with normal ear training info. Like normally you just say major second to major second. It's a whole step away. That's it. But I have to dig into the emotion because music is a language that expresses how you think and feel. That's what I'm doing right now with my words. I'm expressing how I think and feel, or expressing my ideas that I want to share with you. I'm using words as the chariot or whatever is going to take me there. It's the midpoint. However, in music, we use sound to do the exact same thing, to express ourselves and have a conversation. So I said major second earlier. For me, I've done this so many times already, so major second often lives over here in surprise, stunned, confused, amazed, overcome. For example, a major second interval, if you just repeat them, it turns into a whole tone scale. Stunned, confused, amazed, overcome, moved. This all perplexed. Like you see that this will fit right in there. Anyway, it goes deep, but the point is I want all my students to recognize sounds by the emotional characteristic and to immediately know what that is and what it feels like, how to respond to that, and how to create it in the moment on purpose. Okay? So I think that's really awesome. I've never seen another program do that. I went to 3 music colleges, had about 30 or more private teachers, and then I read curriculums from different universities I've not attended. I've never seen anybody do that, so I'm very happy. I'm sure they do. I'm not knocking anybody. Everybody's awesome. We all learn together, but I do think that's something very special about this program, and I think that it's the proper way to learn the sounds, and it will make it easy for all. So anyway, something there. Major scale formula worksheet 5 times, so we master the major scale in the circle of fifths, being able to spell it in all keys easily and play it on your instrument. We learn the circle of fifths here, and we demonstrate it in many keys. That's very necessary for many, many reasons. I'm not going to go into why right now. But number 6, play major scale 1 string at a time. This is specific to the guitar. It's very good to do things in, all over the fretboard, but 1 string at a time for sure. Knowing where all the notes really are, Anyway, different reasons on why that's important. Yeah, you can do that if you join the program, figure out why. Expanded rhythm training. Always do rhythm, melody, harmony, so every time the rhythm gets more intense. Let's see here. 8, expanded finger picking, so create 10 patterns or perform the 10 patterns I have on here. Number 9, basic triad. So here we master basic triads because the triad is the step up from the melody. The melody turns to harmony, 1 note at a time versus multiple notes at a time, and the interval is the foundation of the harmony. So we've already mastered intervals. Now we just put them together. A major triad is a major third and a minor third. A minor triad is a minor third and a major third. Augmented is 2 major thirds. And once you understand the emotional relationship of the interval, it makes so much sense why these chords feel the way they do. Diminished is 2 minor thirds. So it's like major is happy, minor is sad, right? Augmented is built off of 2 major thirds. It's like extra powerful. It's like so happy that it's angry. It's fiery energy, Diminished is so sad because it's 2 minor thirds that it's literally depressed. It's diminished, it's diminishing, it's depressed, it's dying. It's like there's ways you can use that. But understanding the interval foundation of a chord and how each of those intervals create each emotion really, really helps with purposefully using music to express yourself. So I help everybody really master this stuff, the foundation, because you also find later that once you get to extended chords, 4th note and beyond, it's just most of the time multiple triads stacked on top of each other. You know what I mean? Like a major 7 major 7 chord, for example, is a major chord within a minor triad. It's 2 triads, right? A major triad and a minor triad. And that's why you have that melancholy sound. You have that major 7 in there. It's like you have the minor triad. You have happy and sad living harmoniously together, creating something beautiful. There's so many ways I could talk about that right now, but I'm not going to keep diving in. Just have to come to the lessons and really, really have the opportunity to explore and create. 10, learn a harmonized scale and demonstrate it in 3 keys at least. We play this in the circle of fifths. We play this everywhere. Just basics. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. If you don't know what that is, you need to know what that is. It's going to make playing songs a lot easier. And then there's the function of those chords. But anyway, we'll get into that later. Cage system for all 5 patterns, major and minor. This is the first step to really mastering the whole fretboard and understanding music on the guitar, not just understand the guitar. For example, if you play the guitar and you play all of your patterns only from the low E string, I'm so sorry, but there's so many holes. This is how most people get taught, and this is not the way. You need to play from the root. You need to know where the root is. And if you're not playing from the root, you need to at least know that it's not the root and know what it is in relation to the chord / scale that you're in. So the cage really helps bring that understanding together and really understand the music, what you're really doing there, why those notes are in the places they're in. You got to play from the root. So the cage system and the true cage is made up of really 4 things, and that is the chord, the arpeggio, the scale, and the tonic shape. And I learned this from Matthew Van Doren, who went to Musicians Institute, I think in the 80s or something. And then I also went to Musicians Institute after going to Merrimack here in St. Louis, and then University of Missouri St. Louis, UMSL, all for music. But this way, out of all the things I've seen, it's just brilliant. And of course we do things that are outside of the box, literally too, right? 1 string at a time, all things. There's so many possibilities. All of them are great. But this one is very important for really mastering the guitar neck. I mean, for anybody, you'll get it, And once you do different chord types, you really get it. And really, you want to really understand modes, Like, this is the way. So anyway, I'll help you guys master whatever you want. But next up, basic sight reading. So we got to sight read. You know, music is a language. If you read, write, and speak any language, you're going to be most fluent. Like, if you speak English right now, but you don't know how to read it, you're going to have some trouble with some words sometimes. There's just going to be things like pronunciation. You may not know how to pronounce a word because you don't know how to spell it correctly. Like supposedly and supposably. You know, there's like these funny little mistakes we make. But if you really want to express yourself clearly and effectively, you know, you should be able to read, write, and speak a language. And by reading music, I mean, look, you know, everybody's heard that music makes you smarter, right? Of course. Music makes you smarter. Of course. But when they say that, a lot of times they're referring to reading music. Now, of course, it helps in all the ways. I'm just going to talk specifically about reading, though, because when you read music, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get on TV here. Hey, what's going on? When you read music, though, when you sight read music, so many things are happening in the brain. It's unbelievable. It's connecting the right and the left brain. You have to physically see inside, outside. You know, you're not even looking at your instrument. You're looking at the paper. You're transcribing the symbols into sounds. We're reading ahead. We're physically doing it, mentally doing it. It's incredible. I think it's really one of the best brain exercises on the planet. And I have studied a lot about brain improvement. And, you know, chess is a very good one, too. I love playing pool. But really, though, reading music is one of the very best brain exercises you could ever do. It's incredible on how much stimulation is happening. So that's another reason you want to know how to read music. Yeah, you don't have to, but in this program you got to. I mean, if you want to get your straps and complete everything, because it's a holistic program and you have to be able to read, write, and speak. You know, people look. If you're more naturally left-brained, it's going to be easier for you to read. These are the people who are normally in band and anything where they're reading. People who are more naturally right-brained often don't read music. They just create, they play, they feel. But I want to make you whole-brained and help you do everything. Do all of these things. Be a holistic, full musician. So anyway, that's a little something. Let's go back here and I'll end it up. So check it out. Perform 2 new songs, rhythm, melody, harmony, and solo. So you got to play the rhythm. You got to play the harmony, which is the chords. You got to play the main melody of the song, if it's a vocal melody or whatever, and then solo on it. Okay? 2 songs of your choice, something you love. Then interval ear training test. Get 21 of 30 right in each area of rhythm, melody, harmony. So we do ear training for each. So that's what's up. So this is basically what's in the red strap. This is the 4th of 9 levels. You know, and if you just want to get, if music is just a hobby and you just want to get a start, if you go through the orange strap, you're going to be in an awesome spot to learning songs on your own and really figuring things out. But if you want to take it to the next level and really understand music, you want to continue. And if you're a professional musician right now and you're not taking lessons, take lessons. You can join my program. Because this is what it's all about, is a true master. Like if you have a master's degree in music, let's say you studied for 6 years, 8 hours a day. That's great. But I'm going to study 8 hours a day for the rest of my life. It's like, what is a real master? I gave a speech on that recently. What does it take to become a true master? You know, a true master is dedicated for a lifetime to growth. Because like I went to 3 universities, right? 3 colleges. And a lot of people just go and they do their thing and then they leave. And then they kind of don't really stay up on a lot of stuff, whether sometimes you just don't need to, you know? I mean, really, it's fine. If you don't need to, you're only playing simple music, you don't have to study all the complex stuff. But I think it's important. It's all about sustaining, you know? So if you're a professional musician right now who doesn't take lessons, join this program. Get in here. Because I guarantee you, I'll make you work, you know, and grow. And that's the whole thing. So you want to grow. And here it is. It's important to have a daily practice routine. That's what it's about right there. Sustaining, and not only sustaining, but constantly growing. This is the only way to become a Kung Fu music master. If you are not habitually training, you're not practicing Kung Fu. So the Kung Fu is mastery through time and effort. You know, it's about being consistent. If you want to be successful with anything, you have to consistently do it, whether you want to or not. So commit to growth, and when you have mastered these 14 lessons within 6 months, you can move on to the green strap. So anyway, thanks for watching this whole video. If you did watch this whole video, let me know what you think. And this is, like I said, the 4th of 9 levels. So we do really expand and go to some places that I've never seen anyone do in a music education environment that I'm very excited about to share with you and with everyone, to help people truly grow and become real music masters and really know how to express yourself, your unique true self. So that's also something I've never heard in a program, is like how to really bring your true voice out. Like, why is that not a class? Well, it is a class here, and there's specific worksheets on finding out who you are, what your true voice is, who your personality is, and that's actually in the green strap right after this. Once you can really play some stuff, we learn how to really play yourself. Because then you don't have to fear if I'm better or worse, somebody's better than me. You know, people get scared, hey, that person's better, that person, whatever, who cares? The truth is, no one's better than you can be you. So I want to help everyone find their true unique voice and express that musically on purpose, the unique characteristics about yourself, how to really put your voice into the sound, because nobody else is going to be able to do that on the whole planet. Only you will. Right? So I think that's very valuable, very important. And I really know that it's easy to do. I know that it's easy to get it out of people because I have gone through the process of figuring out how to get it out of people. And it's really easy. Anyway, so I'm just kind of chatting now, but there's some more fun stuff to come. There's many more unique things, okay? So I invite you all to come. I do private lessons online and in person, 4 locations in St. Louis, or online all around the world. And then I also do group lessons online through Zoom with multiple people, and in person also at these 4 locations. So whatever is best for you. All right? Hope you enjoyed this. Have fun, create music, be creative, be yourself, and talk to you soon. Let me know if you'd like to get in the program with the other awesome people here. All right, peace.